Live pictures of the volcano in Iceland tonight after it erupted for the second time in a month, setting houses in a nearby village on fire. A volcano in Iceland that has erupted for the second time in a month, spewing lava into a nearby fishing port and setting several homes on fire. Most of Grindavik's 4,000 people had already been evacuated, though. Our science editor, Rebecca Morell, reports on what's been happening.
The unstoppable power of a volcano as houses are lost to the lava. The rapidly built defences couldn't hold back the moving wall of fire. This is a country that's used to living under the threat of eruptions. Why is Iceland so volcanically active? It sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, the boundary between the Eurasian and the North American tectonic plate. They're slowly pulling apart from each other. But Iceland is also above a geological hotspot deep inside the earth, where plumes of hot material can well upwards. The last eruptions in the Reykjanes peninsula were in the 1200s, lasting for decades, but then nothing for 800 years, until 5 eruptions that started in March 2021. So why was there such a big gap?
Over geological time, the tectonic plates are pulling it apart at about the speed that your fingernails grow, so a few centimetres every year. But they don't seem to smoothly pull apart. They go through these pulses of higher activity, and this is likely what we're seeing right now in the Reykjanes.
In 2010, in the south of the country, another eruption generated a giant ash cloud. It exploded through an ice sheet, which pulverised the ash into an even finer material, disrupting air travel across Europe. It's unlikely the same thing will happen now. There's no glacier here. Instead, the lava is erupting through fissures, cracks in the ground. The 2010 eruption was over in a matter of months, but scientists think this one could see lots of smaller eruptions, but over a much longer period.
The probability is that once it's begun, it's going to keep on going for some time. And so that isn't great news for the people who are living in the Reykjanes Peninsula in the southwest of Iceland where this is occurring, because the most likely scenario is that there will be continued volcanism for the next multiple years.
The current activity seems to be slowing, but there's likely to be more to come. Iceland's president has said the country is battling tremendous forces of nature. Rebecca Morell, BBC News.
Now I want to bring you some live pictures from Iceland at the moment. This is a volcano on the outskirts of the town of Grindavik, which started erupting just around 24 hours ago, prompting another evacuation of the town of Grindavik, a town of about 4,000. Now, many people had already been evacuated from the town after a previous eruption in November. A few people had been allowed to return. Iceland's Met Office has now told the BBC that volcanic activity near the town is easing somewhat.